Now let's see to the future tense. Now what is a future tense? Future tense is the form of a verb that describes the action which is going to take place in future time or at some point of time in future, and this tense is usually formed by using will or shall with the simple form of the verb. Example: the Speaker of the Parliament will finish her term in May of 2013. Now let's see to the four forms of this future tense as we had in the present and past. In the same manner, this tense, future tense, also has four classification. First is simple or future indefinite tense. Second is future continuous tense. And third is future perfect tense. And the fourth is future perfect continuous tense. So first we are going to begin with the future indefinite tense. Now what is this future indefinite tense? Future indefinite tense, in this a verb is said to be in future tense when the action it is describing has to take place at some point of time in the future, or we can say that it is used to denote a single action that is yet to take place. Example: I shall go to the cinema tomorrow. I will be 60 next Friday. Now let's see to the use of this future indefinite tense. Now this tense is used in the following ways. It is used to say what we believe or think will happen in future. Example: I believe she will join the office tomorrow. Another example: they will go to the college. Third example: we shall win the match. Now this tense or future indefinite tense also denote the things which we cannot control and are factual. That means it describes the action which we cannot control and are said to be facts, based on facts. For example, the sun will rise at 6 a.m. Now, thirdly, this tense is used to indicate an instant decision. Example: it is our first marriage anniversary. I shall give you a precious gift. Now let's see to the rules of the different kinds of sentences. First is affirmative sentence. Now what is the rule of framing this affirmative or positive sentence? The rule is you oblique he oblique she or it or they with the second and third person pronoun plus will plus first form of verb plus object. Example: I will sell this house. Now the rule for the negative sentences is you or he or she or it or they plus second and third person pronoun plus will plus not plus first form of verb plus the object. Example: I will not sell this house. Now the interrogative sentences, that is the question sentences. The rule for this is will or shall plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. Example, will I sell the house? For the second person, you will use you will sell the house. Negative will be you will not sell the house. And interrogative will be will you not sell the house? Question mark. Now, with the third person, he will sell the house. She will sell the house. It will sell the house. Then the negative sentence is he will not sell the house. She will not sell the house. It will not sell the house. Now interrogative. Will I sell the house? Will you not sell the house? And will he not sell the house? Will she not sell the house? Or will she sell the house? So these are the rules of all the three kinds of sentences. Now we have studied the rule of the future indefinite tense. After this, let's move on to future continuous tense. Now what is future continuous tense? This future continuous tense, sometimes also referred to as the future progressive tense, is a tense that indicates that something will occur in the future and continue for an expected length of time. Now let's see to the use of this tense, that how this tense is used in framing the sentences. This tense is used in the following ways. First, it is used to indicate an action that will occur in the normal course. Example, she will be cooking the food tomorrow. Another example, I will be meeting him tomorrow. Secondly, this tense is used to indicate an action that will be in progress at a given point of time in future. Example, at this time tomorrow we shall be attending the party. Another example, we shall be visiting the zoo at this time tomorrow. Now let's see to the rules of this tense in all the three kinds of sentences. First is affirmative or positive sentence. The rule is the subject, it can be you, he, she, it, they, I, second and third person pronoun, plus will, plus be, plus the first form of verb, and ing is added to the first form of verb as it is continuous, plus object. And the example is I shall be teaching my students. Negative form, the rule for the negative sentences is subject or the second and third person pronoun or the first person pronoun plus will plus not plus be plus first form of verb plus ing plus the object. Example, I shall not be teaching my students. Interrogative rule is will or shall plus subject plus be plus first form of verb plus ing plus the object. Example is shall I not be teaching my students? Now further, if we change the subject, if we consider the second person, then the sentence will be you shall be teaching my students. For negative, you shall not be teaching my students. And for interrogative, shall you not be teaching my students? Now for the first person and that to plural, we shall be teaching my students. We shall not be teaching my students for negative sentence. For interrogative, Shall we not be teaching my students? Question mark. For the third person, he shall be teaching my students. She shall be teaching my students. It shall be teaching my students. Negative will be he shall not be teaching my students. She shall not be teaching my students. It shall not be teaching my students. Then interrogative, shall he not be teaching my students? Shall she not be teaching my students? Now let's move on to the next form of future tense, that is future perfect tense. Now what is future perfect tense? Future perfect tense expresses action in the future before another action in the future takes place, and this is the past in the future. Now let's see to the use of this tense, that is future perfect tense. This tense is used to describe an action which will be completed at some point of time in the future. Example, I shall have finished this work by tomorrow. Another example, they will have reached home by now. Third example, I shall have reached the school before the bell rings. Secondly, this tense is used to express the speaker's belief that something has taken place. Example, you will have heard about this news. Now let's see to the rule of this tense for various kinds of sentences, that is positive, negative and interrogative. The rule for affirmative sentence is first, second and third, or you can say subject plus will plus have plus third form of verb plus object. Example, I shall have finished the work by tomorrow. The negative sentence rule is subject or the first person, second or third person pronoun plus will plus not plus have plus third form of verb plus object. Example, I shall have not finished the work by tomorrow. Now interrogative. The rule for interrogative sentences is will or shall plus subject plus have plus third form of verb plus object. Example, shall I have finished this work by tomorrow? For second person, your examination will have been over by tomorrow. For negative, your examination will not have been over by tomorrow. For interrogative, will your examination have been over by tomorrow? Now the third person, and that too plural, the passengers will have reached the station before the train starts. Negative, the passengers will not have reached the platform or station before the train starts. Interrogative, will the passengers have reached the station before the train starts? Question mark. So, I hope you all have understood this. Now next, future perfect continuous tense. Now let's see what is the use of this tense and what is this tense. Future perfect continuous tense describes an action that will be in progress over a period of time that will end in the future. Example, I shall have been working round the clock for 22 years next April. Second example, at noon, Anuradha will have been singing songs for an hour. So we can say that the future perfect continuous tense, also sometimes called the future perfect progressive, is a verb tense that describes action that will continue up until a point in the future. The future perfect continuous consists of will, have been plus the verb's present form plus ing. That is, the first form of verb is used in this with ing. When we describe an action in the future perfect continuous tense, we are projecting ourselves forward in time and looking back at the duration of that activity. The activity will have begun sometime in the past, present, or in the future and is expected to continue in the future also. Example, I have already given some more examples. In November, I will have been working at my company for 3 years. Another example you can take as, at 5 o'clock, I will have been waiting for 30 minutes. So now let's see to the rule of this tense in the various sentences. First is affirmative or positive sentences. So here, first the subject will come. Subject can be the first person, second person, third person pronoun, or then with subject, then will or shall plus have plus been plus first form of verb with ing form plus the object plus since or for plus the object again. Example, by next April we shall have been leaving for the USA. Negative sentence rule is subject plus will plus not plus have been plus first form of verb plus ing plus since or for plus the object. Example, by next April we shall not have been leaving for the USA. Now, the rule for interrogative sentences for future perfect continuous tense is will or shall plus subject plus have plus been plus first form of verb, and in first form we add ing plus since or for plus object. Example, will we have been leaving for the USA? So this is all. I hope you all have understood the tenses properly. Now I'll be sending you the exercise to complete for the practice of tenses. Thank you.